You got Bill Belichick waiting in the wings. Which team do you think has the most to prove in this division?
Ooh, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. And I know that might surprise a ton of people, but here's why I believe that. When you look at a guy like Bill Belichick, who a lot of us consider as the greatest of all time, me, myself included, what's all the chatter right now between a lot of different media outlets is Bill Belichick on the hot seat? Now, me personally, do I believe that he's on the hot seat? Hell no. Now, if he doesn't make it to a playoffs again this season, and then you go into the season 2024, do I still think he'll be on the hot seat? It might be more chatter, but I honestly believe Bill Belichick is going to walk away and step down before he's actually fired. When you look at 2022 and you look at Mac Jones and the descending that we've seen at the quarterback position, a lot of that came from not having an offensive coordinator, right? And that was Bill Belichick's decision. So now in 2023, you go get a guy in Bill O'Brien who was once with you in New England to be that offensive coordinator to help your quarterback get back to the way he was playing his rookie season or even better. You also look at the New England Patriots as a team, and something we aren't accustomed to seeing from a Bill Belichick-led team is they were one of the worst teams when it came to penalties. So the discipline aspect wasn't there. You look at the special teams unit, right? You look at that unit versus the Buffalo Bills, and I think it was the last game of the season or second to last game of the year. They gave up 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns. That's something we are not accustomed to seeing. You look at the game versus the Raiders in which all they have to do is run the clock out, or the message from Bill Belichick wasn't going through, right? So guys did their own thing, and next thing you know, you lose the game on a Chandler Jones taking the ball away and scoring a touchdown. So when you combine all these things together, and I look at the New England Patriots, I believe they have a ton of proof because the question mark lies, are they going to make the playoffs, in which I don't think they have a chance because of the division, the AFC. But you also look at the quarterback position. Is Bill O'Brien going to be the savior for the quarterback position and also that offense that wasn't good a season ago? Can this team be disciplined that we're accustomed to seeing from a Bill Belichick-led football team? And can special teams be on tack? So that's why I choose the New England Patriots.
Jay, Harry, I hate to do this, but he's right. I hate to agree with Harry Douglas on this, but, brother, I am with you for all the things you said. And here's something else. By the way, it's laughable that a guy like Bill Belichick could be in a hot seat. Are we really at low-hanging fruit in 2023 to say, after 6 championships, and they haven't made the playoffs in 3 years? Boy, that Bill Belichick, woo! He may have to get that U-Haul ready to move out of Chateau de Belichick. I didn't say you,
it's called a spoiled franchise. That's what it is.
It's a complete, Shay, you're exactly right. It's a complete spoiled franchise because this is not something they want to get used to. They've only had 1 playoff game since who decided to go down to Tampa Bay and had that divorce happen between the Patriots and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. But here's something else. More than ever before, this is why the Patriots are on the hot seat, in my opinion. In modern football, Bill Belichick, you can't just think the Patriot way is going to work with 6- and 7th-round picks if you don't have dudes on the outside to help out your quarterback. This is not just about Bill O'Brien being the elixir or being the buffer between you and Mac Jones. Hey, Bill Belichick, as great as you've been, that Patriot way worked a lot better when you had a whole number 12 there covering up for a lot of sins and a lot of mistakes that this organization made. We can go down a whole list of players, either draft choices or free agents, RC, Harry, and Shay, that the Patriots missed on. But you could afford to miss on those things. When Tom Brady was back there, he was able to raise his level, and Bill Belichick, he had a big, big part to do with that. But this is why the pressure's on New England going into year 4 of Mac Jones. You kept telling everybody, we finally got the guy to replace Tom Brady. This is the dude that we believe in. Well, prove it. Because last year, all you did was treat him like he was a Pop Warner quarterback, trying to make 6-year-olds better in modern football in the National Football League. Who is the guy in the Patriots right now that scares you on offense? You got a top 10 defense. There's no doubt in my mind you got a top 10 defense. But name one guy in that offense that scares anybody. You could get away with that when number 12 is your quarterback. In modern football, on Planet Mahomes or Planet Allen or in the AFC East that belongs to Buffalo Bills, you can't do that anymore. He's not on a hot seat, but it's going to get awfully, awfully thick if they don't get to the place like I believe they're going to get to. That's why I'm with you, Harry, that the Patriots have the most to prove in this division.
Excuse me, Shay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
I know you're the host, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Shay, which team would you pick? Which team in the AFC East do you think has the most to prove? Just pick a team. You pick any team. Bills?
I picked the Bills because they won 3 state divisions and they really have nothing to show for it. I don't think there's a lot of pressure on the Patriots.
You know what, Shay? You could have picked any team but the Patriots. I mean, any one of them. If you would have said the Jets, I would agree with you more than the Patriots. If you would have said the Dolphins, I would have agreed with you more. You said the Bills, and I agree with you more. Unlike Freddie, unlike Harry, I do not agree with them. Because when we know that you ain't going to be that good, you ain't got nothing to prove, but that we're right. Now, if you're the Buffalo Bills, then that's difficult, right? You're a team that's won the division 3 times. Last year, you were supposed to take that next step and truly challenge the Kansas City Chiefs after that epic division game that you have with dueling Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. And then Joe Burrow comes through like Jon Snow at the Battle of the Bastards and beats you on your home turf in the snow. That cannot happen. You got something to prove. Oh my God, the Jets? The Jets don't have something to prove? You get Aaron Rodgers, you add him to a 7-10 team that played last year with Harry Douglas and Freddie Coleman at the quarterback position and were in contention until like the last 2 weeks. And now you add Aaron Rodgers? You signed Quentin Williams to $96 million? You get Adrian Amos on the back end to add to a stellar young group? Breece Hall is coming back. Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, and Aaron Rodgers. And they ain't got more to prove than the Patriots? Oh my gosh, the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins go to Buffalo, give them all they can handle without Tua Tagovailoa, who we watched have 2 of the worst concussions we've ever seen. But what do? They go get Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that's why
Freddie,
you brought the
I can't
Super
hear
Bowl
you.
ring, but you looked at Patriots were
What'd
good
you say?
that year. You would have never gotten that Super Bowl ring.
I'm blinded.
I kid because I don't care. You know I'm busting your
It's
top.
messing my ears up and my eyes.
That's okay. But here's the deal. The Patriots got 6 reasons why that they have more to prove this year lately than the teams in terms of shade with the Buffalo Bills, and you mentioned everybody else not named the New England Patriots. They got 6 reasons why they got their ears plugged. That's a championship. They've been a spoiled organization. And when you've been that spoiled, where you have more championships with one team than everybody else in that division. The last time the Jets won a championship, milk was being delivered to houses in this country. The last time they won a championship. Buffalo's never won a championship. They have 4 falls of Buffalo. The Miami Dolphins, when you got to go back to the 1970s of the Brady Bunch, All in the Family, the Jeffersons, to talk about the team winning a championship, the Patriots have been that team.
Those are great shows.
They've been him. They've been that. No
shows.
question, great shows. But I'm talking about back on Rewind TV and Me TV, not currently on Netflix and everything else that's going on right now. When you're a Patriots organization and you have not had the kind of success that you've been used to, and you're still trying to let everybody know, it wasn't just Tom Brady. It was Brady and Belichick. It was both of us together. And now that guy leaves and you only got 1 playoff appearance to show for it, you can give me Miami and that 4x100 relay team with them down there. You can give me the Buffalo Bills, so I think they're going to be better win the division this year, and the Jets are potentially 10-win team. But when you've been the dude, knowing it's the Patriots, and you have 1 playoff appearance, you have the most to prove anybody in that division this year.
And not to mention that playoff appearance was so embarrassing
Absolutely.
against the Buffalo Bills.
They got blown out.
But it sounds more like there's more pressure, what you guys are saying, like there's more to prove for Bill Belichick than there is the actual entire Patriots squad.
That's fair.
Well, but Bill Belichick is he embodies that organization, though, right? They won those 6 championships as Bill Belichick being the head coach. And I think that's another reason why I picked the Patriots is because what Bill Belichick means not just to the organization, but also entirely of football, right? Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time, I believe firmly, right? So when we're talking about, like, who has the most to prove, Bill Belichick has to prove that he still has it. He still got it. He can do it with younger guys. He can do it in this new school. He can do it without Tom Brady. That's another reason why I picked the Patriots in that organization.
Well, you know, it would have been a little more convincing if they would have sealed the deal with DeAndre Hopkins, and maybe we could have a little bit more of a compelling
Bill Belichick,
argument.
the GM,
It ain't going so well. They deserve to be paid. Perhaps their leg strength. Okay?
I see what you did
This
there.
is Cleveland's bell cow, Nick Chubb, squatting over 600 pounds. Ryan, I assume this is just another Thursday workout. We've seen Chubb do this before, but he constantly keeps putting it on social media for us all to drop our jaw. This is remarkable.
Well, what Nick Chubb is doing here, it's called football thirst trapping, okay? Some people like to get in bikinis. Some guys will come get on Instagram and they'll take their
so
shirts
crazy.
off. What Nick Chubb does to thirst trap is squat 600 pounds. Because what's happened? We've talked about it on Get Up. We're talking about it on First Take. Yes, Nick, we realize your glutes are extremely strong. We get it. But guys, 600 pounds, nobody needs to squat 600 pounds. The only time you squat 600 pounds is when you're showing off. And that's what Nick Chubb, who is a top 3 running back in the league, is doing. He's saying, hey, for all of you normal people in the world and normal football players that couldn't even put 405 on the bar, I'm going to do 600 to let you know how inferior you truly are. And here's what's great about Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb doesn't talk. Nick Chubb never says he's great. All he does is run over people and then football thirst trap on Instagram. It just speaks for itself.
If you look at the bar can barely hold the weight. You see the bar? It's like flopping on both ends because the weight on each side is so strong. I'm nervous about him blowing an ACL
but
doing
Shay,
this.
that's what that bar is supposed to do.
Yeah,
That's what that bar is supposed to do.
That. It's supposed to be.
Oh, see, these are things I don't know. Clearly, I'm like, that bar doesn't look right.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.